Welcome back. My name is Thomas. I am here with Allison, David, and Diamond, and this is GameBreakers. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons. This is our 5th edition game, A Bard's Tale, and this is part 2 of this episode. You're in the middle. You should start over if you don't know where we are. We are in the thick of it, mid-battle with extraplanar aberrant foes. Lovelace. Oh, it should be noted, these two Gru are not immune to psychic damage. and they got decimated by that reflected damage.
So she's no longer near any enemies?
Nope, no live ones.
Except Floaty Pants.
Closest, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not smart enough to do otherwise. She's smart, but there's a limit. She's running up and attacking Floaty Pants.
How far is her blind sight?
Like 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Then, in the darkness around the corner, she can tell that there's an opening, and quite clearly can feel the tremors in the air of one of those little Gru running around that corner. And there are echoes of more coming. So as she gets to here,
I think she'd immediately go for the smaller prey.
Okay. It has already taken its reaction, so the seer does not destroy her.
Yay.
Right?
New attack for that then, or keep the one I had?
You can keep the one you had.
18.
Way more than you needed.
8 damage and a grapple check.
Except I rolled a d6 and got a 1, but I rolled a d20 and got a 20.
I'm not doing a thing for that either.
That's just trickery.
Sorry for the head fake. I rolled the wrong dice.
Are there by any chance any on either side of this one?
Yes. There's a pack of Gru and the thudding footsteps of another Hulk. These ones smell like bullet.
No. I mean, I know I don't know that, but no.
I'm going to leave it up to you whether or not she can communicate that empathically.
Probably not right away. Like it would take some concentration. You'd have to ask. You'd have to guide her through with some questions on that.
I know you described him already, but as far as just like overall aesthetic, does Floaty Pants look more like wizard or ghost?
Not ghost. In no way translucent. It looks like as you've seen it, it looks like someone took flesh and used it like sculpting clay around something, and not very well.
So more Frankenstein than zombie.
Yeah, and I think you guys, you've interacted with it enough now. You guys haven't really done any checks on it. If you wanted to do I would give an Arcana or Religion check to figure, like, you figured out a little bit about this thing, but
that's literally the 2 other people.
23 for Arcana. If Struana can do that, she's doing it.
You know that something like this, referred to as a star spawn seer, is something extraplanar that is bound to a creature, and it's in some inconceivable way, it is the tip of a finger of some other plane wrapped around willing flesh, or wrapped up in willing flesh. Often warlocks suffer this fate, or cults that foolishly summon such a being.
So, you're going with the equivalent eldritch horror things that are
Avatar of the Mad God. Yeah, that's
the 2 games I just finished playing, the Dragon Age series.
Oh yeah. Actually, that tracks. That's not so different from the demons that as they're defined in
that take over and
guy
they
with
become.
the dark.
Huh?
Darkspawn.
Oh, you only played the first 2. Never mind.
Alright, yeah. No, I've only played the first 2. And I don't mean the Darkspawn, I mean the demons that take over mages. Which is the whole thing that leads to the Mages Templars conflict. And they become these weird, hulking, flesh, pustuli...
Rage demons, lust demon, gluttony demon.
Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justice. Sure.
Where were we? Oh, Lovelace delivered her strike. It didn't get grappled. Is there anything else Lovelace is doing? She discovered another troop.
Chihuahua?
She discovered another troop of things coming on the way.
She's kind of there now.
Yeah.
I think that's it for her. Yeah.
ClickClack.
I'm gonna move over here because I saw my crab run away.
Okay.
I realize Floaty Dude might shoot me, but priorities. I'm gonna shoot the thing she's attacking, because that's how we work. Advantage because it's engaged, right?
Yes.
It also hasn't acted. Oh, fantastic.
Well, your first one was way more than you needed. These are
okay.
Not easy to hit, or not hard to hit.
Is there still a Gru next to me?
Yep.
Okay.
You have a friend.
Living, breathing, screaming, gibbering.
Maddening. Wait.
But not particularly effective in combat.
Fortunately! Sorry, I keep yelling. Sorry.
That's what editing's for. I'll fix it in post. I never fix it in post. It travels, the corpse of it travels another 7 or 8 feet with the trajectory of the arrow, just like she poked at it and then it's gone from in front of her.
Okay then.
Right. A reminder, it's been a minute. These are the Gru are fragile little creatures.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm gonna shoot one of my. I call them trapper arrows, but it's the goo.
Right.
I'm gonna shoot it at Floaty Pants.
Okay.
Yeah, 29.
And that is, instead of damage, they become restrained. Right?
You were the one that decided what the mechanics are on this, and and it's been months since I used one.
Right. These often come out only in emergencies, and it's been a while since we had a boss fight. Okay, so yes, it is now restrained.
Ha
Goop flies out, covers it, anchors it to the ground. A few little sticky strands end up on walls and other places.
I turn my mouth away so it can't hear me and go, kill it! As a bonus action.
You could move more as an actual bonus action, by the way. Cunning action is dodge, dash, or disengage. You could take a dodge action as a bonus action. That's the full defense.
That is what I'm doing.
Or hide. You could hide as a bonus. All right.
Things to hide in?
Not. I mean, there's flowing quicksilver right over there. Very
so
opaque. No. Okay. 2 Gru come barreling down the hallway and begin just to stupidly cluster up around Lovelace. Does a 20 hit Lovelace? No. So she's just like she's just a little fortress in the middle of the hall. They're like it's a little cartoonish, like it's comical. I mean, they just have nothing on this crap.
Just wailing on a coffee table.
Yeah, and they're your size. I mean, you used to play wrestle with her as you were raising her. You know what they feel like. That was before you got her the cool armor. And that's there is one more Gru. Who is now like seems to be just humping your legs, Struana. Just like trying to scrabble up, and I mean, it's not cute, but it's not painful.
Like it's I at some point internally just like acknowledge like how many things I'm okay with now. This is the new normal. Like mid battle. This is my life.
So now it's come to this.
You have just an enlightening moment of acceptance about your life. Like, oh.
Okay, so that's what it means to be me now. It's you know.
And as you're thinking that, the Hulk comes round the corner and looks just looks to the seer for some sort of guidance, and it gestures at Stan.
Yeah, that checks out.
Me, I want it.
Over here in the land of Stan can have it.
But it has no ranged attacks, so there's nothing. Oh, wait. These are carrying a blade. Just a brief reminder from our last game. They have giant, vaguely green-tinted, sometimes glass. Seems to crackle occasionally with a psychic hum. This one has one that does not seem to be charged. When the seer hit his own Hulk with psychic damage, that one's sword charged up. And is in fact laying right in front of you, Struana, although it's twice as big as you are.
Does
It remains
I'm hearing
charged with psychic damage. Or
incorrect
psychic
fantasy
energy.
genre. Definitely incorrect fantasy genre for overly large sword.
I mean, that's more than one genre.
This is not that genre.
But it's not going to throw the sword. Because it needs that in a second. So it prepares. It gets down into like a football charge stance, like both arms supporting it. It leans back and prepares to spring forward. And also, not for nothing, the dodge action. So the seer drifts into the wall. As it does, it just casually flings 2 orbs, one at Stan and one at Struana.
No, it don't. No, really, you want to bet? How does this work? Has it made an attack roll for that? Does it need to make an attack roll for that?
It did, and it sucked.
Oh, really?
On yours. Not so much on the one-headed at Stan's big old shiny dome.
Then the one-headed at Stan has -7 because I'm screaming bad jokes at it. You know why you musicians are so good at scavenging? Because they're always looting. Everyone takes damage. It's very distracting. Not everyone takes damage. I'm being ridiculous.
Right. But cutting words, yes?
Yeah, cutting words, so
well
it's
played.
7 off of that. I got a 7.
All right. Mark off one of your inspirations, and that as it's trying to figure out, like, that is the worst. It just like goes wide for Stan, and yours.
It's not even bad. It's just
rolled a 1 on yours. Right? That's not a riddle. That's not a pun. What is that?
What did you get to hit me?
Oh, Stan. Now you're just showing off. Well, it with the minus a whopping 16.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Stan. It's Tin Can Stan does not fear anything under 20, and even then he has to be like not holding shields.
Yeah, I'm at 26 right now. My AC.
Struana, it's your turn now.
So it's in a wall, and I can't see it now.
It looks like the wall again was sort of on the other side of a bowl, and just the same as it's done with all sorts of things, and it moves through the wall.
So I can't see it now.
Nope.
Coward!
Right? I need the spell text for this. Hold on. Not just what it does. Give me just a second.
Fireball.
Not exactly.
Lovelace can see it, though.
Yep.
Wait, why can't I see it?
Because there's a wall. It came out on the other side of the wall. And Lovelace is around that corner.
I thought it was in the wall.
It was, but it didn't stop there.
Let me know the second I can say something.
It doesn't necessarily say I need to be able to see them, but I don't expect it would work. I know what I'm doing, if you want to say something.
Over here.
That guy's just... I'm gonna, from here, cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So, 3 big notes, 3 attack, 1, 2. This weird grue that's still attached to me.
God damn it.
The giant over here that is being a giant over here. And this grew right here.
That one, I'm not sure you have line of sight on. Nope, it's...
Oh, okay. So then, one to this, two to this.
Okay.
And so that's...
Now, you do have disadvantage on the ones against the Hulk.
Okay.
Because the gibbering makes it hard to be able to hit anything but the group. Gives you disadvantage on them.
Okay. Well, it's 12. It's 12 to hit the great little creature that's humping my leg.
That will do it.
So that's disadvantage. So that's 16 for one of the blasts to hit the giant, and 20 for the other blast to hit the giant.
Both managed to hit, as well as the one for the crew.
Cool. Are these D10s? I think these are D10s. Brain? Brain? Who needs one? They are.
Does it have a 0?
Yeah. And they're force damage. So
okay.
For the Gru, that's 9 damage.
The bolt goes straight through it, and it just peels off your leg.
And 1 for the giant and another for the giant. So that's 9 total.
It narrows its eyes and was looking square at Stan and then looks at you. Stan. Oh, bonus actions move? Sorry, Struana.
Can I move not on my turn because I want to wait for Stan to attack it? No. Okay. Then I'm back here. This is where I am. So I'm not going closer to the thing I just hit. I am probably not dying like that.
Not going out like that, man.
Probably.
You just hit this far thing, right? This I'm trying to ping, but it's not letting me.
I am, however, can I inspect the sword as a free action?
I could let you do it as a bonus.
Can I inspect it as a bonus?
I would give you an investigation at advantage, or at disadvantage, or Arcana.
Oh, it's going to be Arcana then.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Oh, hey! It was the same thing each time. 23.
This is something I'm about to look up, because I want to say it right.
A bunny.
No, I killed the bunny.
Not the bunny.
Thanks for the reminder.
Well, don't kill the bunny.
Well, didn't
This is a substance known as mind glass. It is often a residual leftover of some sort of interaction between the planes out, like something outside the realms of the cosmos and the normal cosmos. It's evidence of an incursion often where something is trying to pierce through or has.
Okay.
You said 23, so you also know that it has a dispelling effect when if its wielder has been hit with psychic damage, it charges up. You got hit with one, you remember. You had to make a save.
Like, but it's too big for me to pick up.
By a lot. It's a two-handed weapon for these guys. It's a great sword, made of stuff.
No, I can't rapid fire chatter. That was my bonus action. I can't do anything else now. Okay.
10 words is a free action.
Hey, I think I know what this stuff is made of. These swords are made of. That was exactly 10 words. I think I know what these swords are made of.
Well done.
Right.
Stan. She thinks she knows what the swords are made of. Has done some damage, cleared the way behind you, and there's a Hulk that looks like it's about to linebacker tackle you.
Yep.
How do you proceed?
I run up to it.
Okay, you charge it first.
Yeah. Come out swinging. With the hammer. 23 to hit.
Yup. Is a big target.
And, oh, what are my spell slots? Out of you. This one has...
I do need to point out you're within 20 feet of a Gru now, which means you're at disadvantage to hit anything but Gru, so that's a disadvantage.
Oh, my roll is?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the worst. They just make you want to hit them. Just to make the noise stop.
Oh, I think that's under the minimum to hit.
Make it stop.
What's that total?
That is 16.
That is actually exactly what you need. I was wrong with the other one.
Oh,
It's the seer that's got a 17.
I'm going to expend a spell slot and do Divine Smite on this second level. 48. 24. Actually got less because of the worst roll. Alright. Slam right into the pelvis. Crack some bones.
Yep. I mean, this one's not as tall as the giants. It's only a large creature. You're in the chest and shoulder territory pretty easy. Face shots aren't out of the question, but not with a 3. Second attack.
That one on the disadvantage.
So it was ready for the second one, batted the hammer away, and just knocked you down. You can it's got a hand on the hammer and it's leaning its shoulder into you. You can either lose the hammer or go prone.
I'll go prone.
Okay. So you kind of tuck and roll away from it, and it just smiles and looks like it's ready to press the advantage. Bonus actions.
I'm going to activate my armor.
As you're rolling away, because this is pitch black darkness, by the way. There hasn't been any light for any of this. You've been having trouble with that, if I remember correctly. And it's not so much an issue anymore, because now it sort of sweeps over and at close range goes across the monster's chest, and then as you turn around to face it, it's now reflected, glittering like a disco dance off the Quicksilver waterfall behind you. It's like a laser light show with Hezrig's logo.
We miss you, Hezrig.
This is great. This is one of those things I want to snapshot, just like, oh, that's fantastic. This is cool.
Lovelace.
Lovelace is gonna attack both of the ones in front of her.
Indeed.
That's 16 and a 14.
Those both hit.
Yeah. 9 and 8.
Both of them grievously wounded. Those are bad hits on at their level of hit points.
I'm gonna say she swung at both of them, and then the second one is the one that gets the grapple check.
Okay.
So he gets a grapple check. Actually, I mean, technically they both do, but if the first one gets it, I can't do it again.
Right. So she can decide not to do that. So it makes it.
I would, having remembered that rule, I was going to say there's no reason to not have them both do it.
Okay.
I'm just impairing the character if I don't have them both roll.
Well, the second one failed. So
there we go.
It worked the way you thought it was going to anyway.
How did I know?
So the first one gets clipped hard on the shoulder and loses a significant portion of its arm and just ducks its head out of the way before it gets caught in the claw. The second one, on the other hand, was just like, Frank?
That's it for her.
No movement, no bonus. All right. ClickClack.
Yeah, I'm shooting those two guys.
Okay.
First, the one she's grappled. No, I'd shoot the other one first. Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, 215, 2 27s.
Way more than you need. You could have hit 3 of them, but not quite. Dead.
Yeah.
Also dead.
Teamwork.
She sets him up, you knock him down.
Mm-hmm. That is specifically the design. Every
Bonus
WoW
actions?
character ever played. And I go back full defensive.
Okay. There are no Gru on the field. Finally you're left with only the sound of the falls behind you and combat with the Hulk. The chittering is gone. Right? It's like that moment after you're done banging your head against a wall.
I'm never done.
But for the moment. Anyway, no, it's bringing its A game, and he doesn't know it doesn't matter, and the master told him to kill you. So even there's a few in the flurry that connect and would have done some damage, but it just washes over the armor and out into the ether.
Ezric lives.
I do need a wisdom save from you. Not at disadvantage, because all the Gru are dead.
Huzzah! So that's 9. Hold on.
I believe that each of you still has a bardic inspiration die, as well as whatever inspiration die Thomas has been giving you.
You give me an inspiration die, is that what you said?
Yeah, when Lawrence Elk went down.
Yeah. I'll roll that. That's a D6? D8? Where are we at?
D8. I believe Struanas are a D10.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
No.
So
So I
what's
got
that total?
10.
A total of 10?
Mm-hmm.
That was the total you needed.
Yay.
It's not a difficult save. So nothing happens. Except for the this Hulk's Mind Glass Greatsword stops glowing and humming.
Hmm. One D8. Boo.
It looks around the corner toward the seer and nods. You don't. Only Lovelace sees that it was directed to move, and it will provoke an attack of opportunity. Stan.
I will take it. I won't hit.
And because you hit, its movement reduces to 0. Oh, Stan, you're full of unpleasant surprises for these folks.
14 damage.
All right, you like right on the top of the foot. Bam! Oh! Oh!
Right.
Now it's the end of the Hulk's turn. Or that was the end of the Hulk's turn. The seer floats on over this way. And you and ClickClack, you and Lovelace, both in your minds here at the same time. Which of you should I hurt? And it looks to Lovelace. And then it looks to you.
Me.
And it pops up 2 orbs.
I look him right in the... Does he have eyes? I forget. I look him in the eye area and say, me.
You really wish for me to hurt you? And he flings them both at Lovelace.
He'll pay for that.
Fast.
So the 13 isn't gonna do it. But I'm pretty sure the 28 will.
Yeah.
Because in Lovelace's mind, she almost certainly also projected me. And so she was kind of ready. 29 psychic to her.
Does she also has the...
She is also a Knight of Gloomhaven, and
Yes.
thus has resistance to psychic.
So that's 15?
Yeah. 14, round down.
Okay.
And then floats up the hallway a bit. Struana.
I was posting the tongue twister. And I looked up gifs for tongues. And I am sorry that I did.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Sorry that I did. I'm going to start by moving. Let's see. Yeah. And then I'm going to aim 3 Eldritch Blasts at that guy. So
You're going to have to move a little farther towards ClickClack. How much movement did you use?
Why? He's in my line of sight right here.
You may need to refresh. I have him situated right here.
Okay, hold on. I'm resending the data on the page. Diamond needs to build a new computer. Holy Mentos. Yeah, now he's right here.
Yeah.
Now
That's where he ended his turn.
Aha, here. Okay. Now that was my movement. In that case, I'm gonna just do some friendly buffering instead. And how, like, Stan hasn't really gotten hit at all. But, and neither has ClickClack, but has Lovelace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovelace just took a bad one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, resistance made it not so bad, but...
Lovelace just took a one. What is the distance on this spell that I never use in battle?
What spell?
So it never matters. Cure.
Touch. If I remember correctly. Healing word is 60 feet.
It's not even on the spell list over here. There we go. It is touch.
Curious touch. Healing word is ranged, but it's less.
Worked, but it was where I thought it was, and since it isn't where I thought it was, I have to come up with a new plan. They spent the whole turn coming up with. So it's boosting then. I'm gonna have to double movement, and that's gonna have to be my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. You may have other tricks.
I'm trying to find the card that says Armor of Agathis on it. See if it is. It isn't. Awesome. That's easy. I'm instead gonna go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on Stan!
Yeah.
Wait, I lied. It's a self. I guess I'm casting it on me.
Woo!
Speaking of things like Armor of Agathis, Stan, you have some retribution damage to roll for the foolish Hulk who had the audacity to swing weapons at you.
It's true. 10 damage.
That's from the hammer and the shield.
That's right, the shield does that too.
It's been a while. I'm happy to remind you of how awesome you are.
Thanks. And then, plus my charisma. Okay.
So,
14 total. Anyway.
Okay. So that's your move, your action, any bonus actions?
not yet.
Struana? Okay.
But the next 10 words, it's Mind Glass and gets charged with psychic damage.
Stan.
I'm going to keep swinging my hammer at this monstrosity before me. That hits. Woo.
Yes, it does.
Alright,
Rolled an 18. That you beat it on the dice.
Alright, minimum damage. 9 total. And then swing it again. And that's 16 to hit.
That's exactly what you needed.
15 damage.
It's beginning to show fear. Like it's got some places that it's attempting to protect now. You've done some damage between all of you. Bonus actions, move actions, lay on hands.
Lay on hands, I think, is an action.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So, no, I don't have any movement. I did want to say earlier that it wasn't completely pitch black. I had dropped it, had a torch and dropped it.
That's right.
Like
We're
very
right
mid.
here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about out of range of where I would see much of anything.
Yeah, this whole area now has low light, like with like just the reflective surface and the bat signal that is glowing off of the back of you.
Okay. How long does that symbol last? The whole 10 minutes?
Yeah, as long as you're invulnerable, you're a walking advertisement.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, that's plant myself right there. That's my
All right.
Instead of going, what? Like, lights up. Very drag of you.
Blink, blink, motherfucker.
Lovelace. Well, Lovelace probably it dawned on her that, like, oh wait, if I die, that does hurt. ClickClack.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely not attacking. I'm just trying to, on my own, figure out if she's smart enough to do what I want her to do.
She's pretty clever. And you guys definitely have, like, I mean, you have your empathic bond. Like, you can give her an amount of instruction, or she can sense from the tension whether she's doing it wrong.
She runs right over to the bard.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have hung out a lot. She knows which one has which of you has heal spells.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge action?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one that Stan is still up?
Yeah, it's starting to have to, like, tuck and defend its midsection. It's taken a lot of really bad body blows. It got bit in the knee by a shield. That's new.
21 to hit.
That is definitely gonna hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Savage.
There we go. So that's a number 23 on the first one. Oh, that's horrendous.
That one goes right in his ear. and like, it goes cross-eyed, and it like starts to foam a little at the mouth, and then just falls.
Wait, the first one or the second one?
The first one went right in his ear, and
Okay.
he's dead.
Oh, he falls. Okay, I thought you said the arrow falls.
No, it went in his ear.
Gotcha.
It's got a little, like, you can see some feathering just at the tip of the ear, but
I Steve Martin'd him.
yes, very big head, smallish arrow, but Another shot though.
He is technically in range. But I also don't like being attacked. So yeah, we're gonna shoot the other guy.
Okay.
A lot. 29 to hit.
So that lensing effect reaches out, but as the life is flowing out of the Hulk as it's making death saves, it reaches out and zoop, and the Hulk gets coup de grace. The bleeding out body gets transferred over and takes the arrow, and then it's done.
I got in and moved closer.
And you see it like looking and just sort of like dramatically opening one. There's not an eyeball inside the like puckered little eye. It's just like making the motion of lining up its staff with you and Lovelace and Struana.
I go defensive.
Okay.
And but at first just yell out, I put him in swinging range, Stan!
Thanks.
And then just whoosh.
Not for long, you all hear in your heads. There are bonus actions, other things? Hunter's Mark? Anything?
Other than dodge defense.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
It just shoots out towards you, and rather than going around you, ClickClack, it goes through you, and you feel yourself wrapped and pushed out on the other side, and it's not pleasant. This happens to Lovelace and Struana as well.
Gross.
I don't like it.
That is 8 psychic damage to each of you. And then, since it's now behind and next to you, swinging range, right? You wound an animal, you hear in your head, and it will always go to the healer. Wham! And it brings that staff down. You see the trail come down like a comet. Does a 17 hit you, Struana?
I'm gonna use my last die and go like, oh no, you know. I didn't have a good joke prep this time. I'm sorry, or a bad joke.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, it's just obnoxious. Yes.
Right, just an obvious lie. I'm obviously
Oh, wait.
healer. You roll your right, and you have enough bardic inspiration. Do you have more?
This is my last one.
Your last one for the day.
This is it. Where did I put the D10? Oh, it's right there. Sorry, I rolled a 20 and was excited for a second. Well, that's not right. Yes! Alright, so it's 6. So that attack roll is -6, which means no, it does not hit me.
Excellent. Excellent. It impacts the ground next to you, and you can see a spider web of cracks in the stone. Far more impact than his sort of gentle, leisurely swing would indicate.
This was after his big macho speech thing.
And then as you're looking down at where it impacted, he just flicks it up into your face.
Oh, for...
And that's going to be a 23. Or a 24.
Psychic?
25. No, that's to hit. It hasn't...
Oh, a 25 to hit. Yes, the 25 hits me.
So you're going to take... I'm just going to hit averages on this. 18 psychic and 9 bludgeoning. So actually 9 psychic because of your resistance. And then I will need a constitution save.
Hold on. 18 psychic and 9 bludgeoning?
Yeah, so you actually take 9 psychic.
Yeah. So let me do one of these things at a time.
Alright.
After he connects on that second one, you hear ClickClack going, "We could all tell you missed that first one."
So he also takes 5 damage, 5 cold damage.
Okay.
For touching me.
How dare you?
Yeah.
And then I need to make a wisdom save?
Constitution.
Constitution save. Oh, I'm better at that. 18.
The frost rhymes its way up its hand and it's like, ooh, brisk. How much did you say your con?
8. My constitution save is an 18.
19 total?
18.
18.
No. My constitution is more than +1. I roll smaller than that. Dwarf.
Well, you missed it.
Benefit of
that
being the
much.
stealth folk. No!
Do you have inspiration? Anything you would like to... Is that your final answer?
I have no idea how many inspiration points I have from the GM because that's on like 4 different sheets, and we've just lost count.
You have at least one, because you haven't used it since the journey in, and you got it from, I think the leprechaun with the rainbow garden. I think gave.
I mean, it. Like what? If I don't wisdom save it, or if I don't constitution save it, poisons me in some way.
I don't know if that's what that is. There's a lot of things that can go wrong if you miss a con save. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I feel like it's worth keeping as many hit points as I can because, dying.
Well, you already lost the hit points.
But it's a constitution save. That just sounds like more hit points eventually.
Could be.
So
are you spending your inspiration?
Yeah, that's a D8 from you, right?
Yep.
3.
Still enough. You for just a moment, like we're as the impact is coming into your face, while you're in its sort of area of effect, you look around and it's like you're suspended in a starry vacuum with a comet coming right at you. But then it hits and you're okay.
You only get 1 reaction per round, right?
Right.
Okay. And cutting words, using it like that counts as a reaction.
Yep.
Okay. Well, shucks.
But that is its whole turn.
And now it's next to Lovelace.
Well, mostly next to you. But Struana, what do you do about all this?
How much of an act, like, instead of a move action this turn, can I climb up onto, maybe with an acrobatics check, onto Lovelace. Can I use that as my move this turn? And still take an action?
That may provoke an attack of opportunity. Just from the positioning. But yeah, that's totally fine. I'd say it's half your movement to mount up.
I am gonna clear the bug. Yeah. First, on the bug first. And am I doing it? I'm gonna try to cure wounds on the giant sea bug.
Okay. Do you mount up?
First, I'm gonna try and cure
Okay.
wounds. I'm doing this part.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. Can like line of sight touch. Like, do you have to touch them with your? Do you have to just be in touch range?
You have to actually make contact.
That's interesting if you're playing a instrument.
The range is touch.
Yeah.
Literally speaking, the range is no.
Right. It's skin to skin to object.
shell.
Yeah.
You have to be able to touch them.
So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3. 28 healing on the crab.
Ooh. Thank you.
That's what she needed.
Yeah.
The gentle, soothing tone that occurs.
Ben's cracked shell somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, do you guys know the decomposing whale song from The Point?
You.
Yeah. So that tune of that song.
So you heal up Lovelace.
I mean, I don't know if I can take an attack of opportunity from him right now.
Scary.
So mostly, it's the like, okay, I need someone. All right, okay, somebody attack him. Like, is there a defensive posture? Can I prepare to dodge?
That is an action, unless
Okay.
you're a rogue.
Yeah.
Stan. If there's nothing else, Struana.
No.
We're all fine here.
All right. Can I
So he
see
just-
him?
Oh yeah, He's now on the other side of the group. He just sucker punched your bard.
Yeah, I know it was low light, so just making sure. All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's actually closer to your torch than you are.
Oh, that's true. So 22 to hit.
That is definitely gonna hit.
All right, and as the hammer swings, I whisper another prayer to Morden for a 3rd level spell slot. I mean, serious business.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh, you're that kind of bad guy. Let's use the.
Exactly. So 25 damage on that first one.
Yeah. Moradin's ringing anvil answers your prayers.
Then I'm gonna hit him again.
That was a lot of pain. That's radiant damage, right? Plus the fire, plus the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
17 is
Good job.
exactly what you needed.
Wow.
As you're hitting him, by the way, you see like that sort of like lensing warping effect, sort of morphing and reaching out and just finding nothing.
Haha.
How damaged does he look?
Very little. Like you guys haven't put a whole lot of hurt. Like you've put a couple of shots on it, but this is the first real significant shot it's taking.
All right. So as this other one strikes, I'm going to spend a 2nd level spell slot for Divine Smite.
Take some of that shine off it.
26 damage.
Oh.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
I puff out my chest at him.
Yeah, and this is a medium-sized creature. He's not prepared for an onslaught like this. I mean, he's defending with that staff as best he can, and you're sort of avoiding, oh, don't touch it.
Come at me, bro.
Bonus actions, anything else? Compelled duel? Nothing? Okay. Lovelace. Freshly healed.
Well, now he just made her mad, so she moves in right there and crab stab. Wow.
Well, I will forgo rolling the the grapple check.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. No major negative effect in that setup.
You know how when you have it, like you got an injury and then it's healed and then you have to remember how to use it?
Mm-hmm. It's like that, but it's her exoskeleton.
Yeah.
All right. ClickClack. Oh, unless there's more bonus actions.
No.
Okay.
She was also just moving closer to the dwarf so that the bard could mount up. Yeah, she's done.
ClickClack.
Hunter's Mark.
Well done.
That spell I keep forgetting I have. 22.
Are you sharpshootering?
Am I sharpshootering?
Just reminding you have it. Extra damage, etc. This is what happens when it's been a while.
Sharpshooter is -5 for +10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't declare it, so I'm not going to do it for this one, but I'll do it for the second one.
I'd let you, because again, it's been a while, and I knew you. I just edited the episode where you said, unless I say it, I'm always sharpshooting.
Yeah. So that was a 17 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay.
I think we have to keep it away from the sword.
I'll probably regret this, but re-rolling damage. Oh no, that's better. So that's 41 damage.
So that one, like the head is more like a bulbous mass on the top of it, but where there would be a neck, your arrow passes completely through. And you can see there's that, like, it's like the event horizon of a black hole, that long attenuating, fall into a high gravity space. That it looks like that's what's happening on the edges of that wound. Like it's starting to sink inward. Other parts of it are looking like they're not holding cohesion as well. Like other wounds that have been delivered are beginning to have this sort of caving in effect.
Fantastic. Attack number 2. And I have advantage, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. 16, 7. Wow. I'm getting tired. 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Can only sneak attack once a turn. 27 damage.
And this one just a little lower, right under the, where there would be a separation in the rib cage on an actual anatomy. And again, from there, it's a little like that scene in Alien Resurrection where it's stuck up against the wall and is being sucked out. It's a lot like that. Like there's a pressure implosion, and the creature just sucks in on itself and into a singular point. And as it does, you can hear sort of a chuffing laughter. You'll never stop me from seeing you again. And then disappears. It's not quite silent. You can hear something down the hall now in the new quiet. With ClickClack, with just your passive perception, I know to be obscene. You can hear it's like something is sort of clawing its way out of a wet paper bag. Something trying to fight its way out of a wet paper bag. It's a lot like that. Far up the hallway. What do you do?
Like it's coming this way, or I just hear it down there?
You can hear it down there. There's something happening.
Something's up ahead.
Do you think we have like 10 minutes?
Do I think we have 10 minutes?
Till what? Who knows?
I can't honestly say, but it's not here yet.
What do you do? We are still kind of in initiative.
We are still in initiative?
Kind of. Dramatic initiative, not tactical initiative.
Was there something in particular you wanted to do, Diamond?
Make myself a seat on Lovelace. Instead, I'm just gonna cling on.
Shoot her with a sticky arrow. No.
I was gonna paint one.
Ah.
But I need a little bit of time to do that.
Not the sort of thing you're going to want to rush.
You were going to what?
Paint one.
You've got pigments.
Yep. Figured out how to use.
For now, I think you're just clinging to a giant backpack.
Yep.
Okay.
AKA the usual. Struana, what do? You mount up?
I mean, it's clinging to a giant backpack, but anything that tries to attack me is now at least in giant claw range, which is beneficial because
we have time. I'm gonna tie a rope around her.
Okay. Yeah, you have at least actions. Nothing jumps up from around the corner as you're finishing up the knots. Stan, do you do anything?
Do I hear the sound down the hallway, or am I told about it?
When he points it out, it's pretty clear.
It's down this hallway?
It's... Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm not...
Furtherance of the shaft.
These are knots that I can get out of, right?
I was about to say, I use a rope to tie her on, but it is specifically the kind of knot where you pull on the loose strand and it comes undone.
Right. It's a Gnomish triple carabiner knot.
Exactly. It looks amazing.
Right. There's a secret family twist.
I take a double move on my turn.
My signature is in it in rope.
I'm trying to see the thing about a thing that I can do. Give me a minute. How does this work?
All right, Stan, you charge on. You grab your torch and head on forward.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Oh.
I'll go ahead and pop it out because there's nothing immediate until you get up and around the corner, and there you see the source of the sound. If you follow it that far.
That's as far as I can go.
I mean, I pretty much know what's.
What do you mean?
I don't know what's going on.
In one turn.
Oh, we're not in tactical rounds. It's dramatic turns, not tactical turns.
And so there's not enough time to cast a ritual spell, right?
I don't think anybody wanted to wait 10 minutes. The same amount of time. Oh, ritual spell's an hour, right?
I'm not used to playing this with. I don't have any other ritual spells, so it's like, oh, what?
Well,
right.
I usually don't do them because I don't understand them.
Yeah, it's just casting a spell that you don't have prepared as the very short version. But later. If you're all headed that direction, what you see before you is it's awful. I mean, you didn't expect a patch of sunflowers. What you find is suspended from midair and missing large portions is the body of Baelor, the Fomorian. Underneath, with its mouth unnaturally wide open, is the probably dead Boulette. Each of them has chunks missing out of it, and you can see. You can pick out. I don't know how closely you investigate it, but you definitely see the hints of movement underneath the skin that remains on the Boulette, as though something is beginning to form out of it, something small and maybe Gru-sized. You see spines begin to pop out of one part or another.
Struana gets really, really quiet and very, very still.
We should break that, right?
How far away from this are we?
The measurements are accurate. It's on the map.
70?
70-ish.
Oh my.
A moment while I get that on. I don't have to show it. It's just a stack of tokens for the.
I had not scrolled over yet. I just saw that part. Okay.
One moment. And now our viewers can see it too. It's visually unimpressive. It's just a stack of tokens, but there are markings in a circle around the boulette, like weird twisted writing. No sort of language as you know language to be, but it clearly holds power, and it's fueling something. You can see that between the giant and the creature beneath it, there are streaks running through reality where it looks like the after image of a blood drop or streams of blood.
Yeah. I know you
can
Energy
read it.
crackles through the whole thing.
If it is in any means a written language, I can read it.
Do you try to read?
Struana doesn't try to do anything right now. She has shut down all the way.
You
probably just saved your brain.
As your eyes glance over the
Dissociation
words,
saved my brain.
they do immediately begin to make an awful sort of sense. And it's not that the words are making sense to you, it's that you are beginning to change in the sort of thing that can understand the words. Do you continue to read?
I close my eyes.
Okay.
So Struana's strapped to your backpack and she's doing this.
Stan, ClickClack.
Struana.
You don't necessarily see that if you're looking at the thing.
No,
I'm
I'm trying to talk to you of my own volition.
Okay.
Struana,
Mm-mm.
you're getting poked on both sides by giant crab claws.
No, what?
How much firepower do you have left?
Um,
And I mean firepower.
Some. I mean, I have some. I can always light something on fire. I can always light something on fire.
Do you have fireball, flaming sphere, any of that stuff left?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to destroy this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, that discorporeal black inkiness that is like the dark overlay over the actual absence of light is emanating from this thing. That surprising no one.
Stan, what do you have left of holy firepower?
Well, I could dispel magic. I don't know if that's helpful.
Possibly.
That's about it.
You see a Gru's face sprout out from the knee of the bullet and begin to sort of like crawl its way through and form more skin around itself.
So I guess I'll cast dispel magic. I only have 2 3rd-level spells. That's
On what? Just
You can cast other
It's an
spells with
area
higher
effect.
level spells if it works better.
Yeah, you can do an AoE.
yeah. Just use that slot for something boom-like.
Yeah, I think you got your moonbeam. I think is one that levels up.
I don't have that prepared today. I have, of my 3rd-level spells, I have daylight and dispel magic. Oh, I could do one more. I didn't pick.
What do you guys do?
I'm trying to arrange a scorched earth scenario.
You see a little hand punch through and out next to that arm, and it sort of like grabs its face and starts yanking and trying to pull itself out.
Alright, well if no one else has any better ideas, I'm gonna just try to dispel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Clutch a pendant and give a prayer to Morden, and Dispel magic. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends for each spell of 4th level or higher. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So I think that's what I do. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Give it a run.
Alright, so I roll. Is that what's up?
You roll it's a spellcasting check, so your spellcasting mod gets an ability check.
4. Gross. I'm not sure what my spellcasting is. Not 5.
It's definitely not high enough to do that.
Yeah.
If you're using Orc Pub at the bottom of every spell card, there's your DC. Definitely not enough. The holy energy blasts out from your prayer, but the spell holds. The fabric of the magic is woven of too stout a stuff.
Oh, that was what I had. I have 1 spell left today.
A guru pops out.
I shoot it.
We'll skip the formalities. It definitely dies. But you can see there are still more in there.
Struana just sort of keeps shallow breathing and not looking at anything.
I mean, is this on a platform, or is that circle more drawn?
It's drawn, but something about the energy carved the earth around it. The giant's leg begins to twitch and fold unusually.
Can I shift my hunter's mark over to this thing?
It's not a creature. Everything in the pile is dead.
There's nothing to latch onto?
Yeah. They are components for a spell.
That's really annoying.
I'll try hitting it with my hammer.
You want to go in melee and I'll do covering fire?
Sure.
Alright. First thing I do is Lovelace launches a bottle of Alchemist Fire at it. It's already loaded up. It was next in the holster.
Okay.
Alright. So I don't think it dodges.
Oh, that was terrible.
You're attacking, what, the circle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just well, what are you actually trying to do? Just like damage the ground? I mean, just trying to figure out what we're because it's not might not be actually an attack. We might be.
Yeah, I'm gonna try hitting everything. So hitting this first.
Okay.
That can be damaged or broken in some way.
All right. So if you first you just like strike at the edge of the circle?
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage do you do?
13.
Okay. The dust flies up You've chipped some of the rock underneath, but it doesn't have any discernible effect on the writing underneath or the power that seems to flow through it. ClickClack, Struana, you guys do anything as Stan's wailing away?
Lovelace fired a alchemist fire at the thing that's producing Gru.
Okay.
But got an 8 total on our dex attack.
It's really definitely the broadside of a barn. I mean, really what happens is you hit somewhere like her toenail. That's not gonna,
right?
The bullets, toe pad. That's not gonna have a whole lot of flammability for later. So it's burning. There's a little fire up there. So Stan's trying to hammer at the floor. ClickClack is lobbing gadgets, and Struana has checked out. What? You guys give up?
I'm still. I mean, if we're still going, I'm still shooting everything at this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So Stan, he's gonna sort of gingerly put his foot inside the circle. Does anything happen?
It feels like you're stepping on something farther away than you see.
I would pull my foot back if I were you.
I want to see if I can pull the components out. Although they're not really together anymore, are they? They're just kind of massive.
No, the giant is hung above the boulette. It's dangling midair above the dead gargantuan boulette. And things are crawling out from it.
Struana starts sobbing. I'm not going to mind that because it doesn't work.
Right.
I don't know how to do that, really. Also, I'm wearing makeup, and then it'll just hurt my eyes.
What do you guys do? Your guard's losing it.
Yeah, she is.
We can come back, maybe. Resting, but I don't know what this is going to look like. So I'm gonna, I don't know. I'll jump in and try and get the Oogla out of there.
You're gonna try to drag one or the other of them.
Yeah.
Oh, pull him out of the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea. I can help with that. Do you declare that, or you just start doing?
That's what that's what I just start doing.
Oh, you don't say it. You head in. Okay. So as you cross the threshold of the circle, you are no longer in the dark space that you were in. You are now in a dark space of vast nothingness. And in front of you is still around you is still that ritual circle, but in front of you is just a mass of Gru, and there is a Hulk floating above with a seer pressing through. They don't look anything like they did on the other side. On this side, they are just like clots of menace and madness. You recognize only what they will be, and you feel as though the spatial disturbance that is the seer turns to look at you as you're headed that direction. I mean, it's all where these things were. You can still see them in the shape, and you can sort of see that there's, like the outline as though like in chalk silhouetted of these things. You can see another sort of dark through there. But you are not in that place. And if you take a look around, there's stars, and we'll give you a perception check.
Yeah. Nat 20. So 23.
Boom.
So you realize that there are shadows, and then you realize that there's some ambient light, and you look down, and that light is emanating from an unfathomably large eye floating in space. Directly beneath you, focused on the activities at hand.
I want to hit the mass with my hammer. Massive groove.
Okay. The rest of you see Stan sort of like walking through funhouse mirror optics, but running with his hammer toward the bullet.
18 to hit.
And right into its dead flesh. Stan smacks its hammer. Stan, you on the other side feel yourself carving through just this clotted mass of gru.
It's 13 damage.
They pay you no mind.
Can I grab them? Like,
one of them goes pinwheeling off into the cosmos.
can I just start doing that, like pulling them off? Throwing them into the cosmos?
You could try.
I do.
ClickClack, Struana, what do you guys do as Stan is waded into some sort of cosmic gate?
What does it look like as Stan is grabbing and throwing, like in his where he's at? What does it look like from here?
It looked like Stan is on the verge of crossing through a gate into another plane.
Okay, you know that arrow I have that grapples people? Like, it's kind of like two bolos that wrap around. I'm shooting that at Stan with the rope attached to it.
Okay.
And if I hit, we're pulling the trailer winch and I'm trying to pull him back in.
Okay.
Probably simultaneously, I am blubbering. Stan, what are you doing?
That was horrendous.
You do hit the bullet.
The good news is I can reel it back in and try again.
Stan, what did you say you were doing again? You're grabbing?
Yeah.
Okay. They're all stuck completely together. It's like they're part of one gooey mass. Like they're not formed the way you think of form. It's like an old bag of gummy bears.
Can I like pick up the bag?
What's that?
Pick up the bag?
The bag is a concept that only exists in theory inside this place that you've... The bag is the concept they seek. They wish to find a bag that they can be taken out of.
Is this an extra dimensional space?
Yes.
Does having my bag of holding in here make things go bad?
No.
Okay.
It's a different plane. You are currently co-located. Not that
You
that
are not
is...
dividing by 0.
Right?
You realize as you're doing this that maybe you yourself are only a concept in this space, and as you do, your body seems to get less anchored to reality as you know it.
Less definite.
You're apropos of nothing, your mind is drawn back to that moment in the sewers before all of this Feywild shenanigans when you had that nice sit down with those lovely mushroom people.
Right. Well.
ClickClack, Struana.
How long does it take me to reel back in my arrow?
Oh, a couple of actions to reset it.
Oh!
As Stan is wrestling with you, what you guys are seeing is him sort of massaging a dead roulette, just like looking for grip and pushing it, rolling it.
So I know that I'm tied to a bag, sort of, but I sort of forget that and try to, like, you know how you just stand up really suddenly? So she tries to do that and screams, like, Stan, get back here. Like, I don't want to do that because I think it'll sound really bad over the recording. But it's like mom voice plus like desperation. Like when you're about to get hit by like the mom voice when you're about to get hit by a car. Right. Where there's that like panic and fear, but also very firm. And I probably get caught and partially fall over a little.
Like you tried to stand up while buckled in a seat in a car. Yeah. I just look up and I'm working on it.
That should probably be over the earring too.
Stan, what are you doing?
So I want to take the shovel out of my bag.
Okay.
And today I want to just try and shove it at like this mass out of the circle with the shovel.
So, I do need to point out that the scale on the map is accurate, and it is about the size of a school bus or a charter bus. You know, like one of the big ones, not one of those cheap little ones. You know, like not the one the speech debate team gets. No, this is the varsity football bus. That's
about a 50-foot diameter.
About that.
Leverage. That's all I'm saying.
I would allow an athletics test, Stan.
If everything's theoretical here, maybe if you just believe it hard enough.
Right? That's where I'm at.
You're an imagination.
Oh my god, a natural one! I didn't believe
Never won't work.
So, you guys see Stan jab at the boulette with the shovel, and rather than the boulette moving, Stan floats up off the ground and begins to drift toward the border of the circle.
Oh no.
Do I have my rope back yet?
Yes.
Second bolo arrow. Swearing at myself for missing. I will make myself pay for that later. Trying again. Do I have an inspiration die I can use? Okay.
One from Struana.
I'm not declaring it yet, but we'll see.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a D10.
13. Yeah, 25 to make freaking contact with his torso.
Well, I'm pretty sure, Stan, you're not going to use your shield to deflect. You see what looks like a star beam streaking out from this little warped bubble you're in, or streaking into it, and unless you deflect it, you know it's coming from your friend ClickClack. You can feel it. You are gonna get caught on this one.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let it happen.
It impacts and some pressure-loaded wires fly out and wrap around and pull tight. It's a snare arrow. It's
All right. As soon as that
off Hawkeye is what's going on.
As soon as that wraps up, Stan, you can once again remember and perceive the reality. You're a little more co-located. Before it was just honestly like you could feel that the ring of mind shielding was the most solid and real thing in your life for a 1 second long eternity as you were drifting.
Yeah, guys, don't go in there.
I'm continuing to sort of like doing this weird blubber and screaming things, and some of it's words. And the things that you can get out of that is it's worse than the bullet. This needs to not happen. Things like this isn't part of the story. And let me know when Stan's clear.
Yeah.
He gets reeled in. He's
Do I
in.
pull him out? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like once it makes contact, I flip a switch and the trailer hitch starts kicking in, and
Right.
it's
So-
like a truck. Just
I know,
Yeah,
even
unless
within
Stan's
this,
fine.
I'm not gonna hurt my friends, but there's this wind up, and a fireball. Fire. Ball.
right.
Lens it with fire.
Yeah, well, it's hey, get it away. That's gonna be, we're doing it as that, and that's there, so it's gonna be. I guess if there's something that's gonna make a dex saving throw, it could.
Nope. Nothing in there is dexterity. Has dexterity.
You know
yet.
what's bad at dodging? Giant piles of goo. Pretty much piles of anything are not good at dodging.
That's 42 in the fire.
There is significantly less flesh available. Like you have charred and cindered a vast portion. Were you getting giant side, bullet side?
Bullet side.
Okay. So
Mostly,
yeah,
because
just,
like
it's not.
fire, heat
dust.
rises.
It's not dust. It's not incinerated, and you can see that there are still parts where there's something moving, trying to get out. But there's definitely less available bullet for whatever terrible thing they're trying to get through.
I am like going to like, so Struana is like partially standing, tied onto the back of Lovelace, has like tears streaming down her face, is screaming, and is just cast like bonfire like as quickly as she can. So it's just bonfire, like just over and over these little 5-foot cubes. They're 3d8.
Their concentration, right?
Yeah, so it's cast on fire,
Okay.
and then cast it on fire because it's the easy fire. It's a cantrip,
Okay.
so it's concentration, but it's like I'm casting it, and then I'm casting
Right.
it, and then I'm
So just
casting it.
gouts of flame popping up.
Yeah.
So start, and again, it is withering away. You can if you like specifically target those like grue that are starting to get half out. You can.
I mean, human. I don't know that she's doing it consciously, but at least
Okay.
human brains tend to like go
Motion.
towards motion.
Motion.
So it would make sense that she would do that, but I don't know that it's a conscious choice.
All right. So this goes on for a minute or two before there is, unless anybody else is doing anything
If I can be shooting at the same time, that's fantastic.
I will watch. 'Cause up close, no good. No.
The electric does less to completely destroy the thing than like
Right.
your alchemist fire was doing.
That's why, which would be why, as soon as Stan gets reeled in and my bow is free, I cast flame arrows on myself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yup.
So each arrow that hits is doing 1d10 and 3d6 plus 19.
Nice.
Okay. So you all just light it up. And it takes a solid minute of sustained fire to just like turn it all into fucking ash. The writing remains on the floor. They're now outlined in dust. There is no more movement. That inky blackness remains, but nothing further. And in the ashen, dusty quiet, in the last remains of this nightmare scenario, you think it might finally be over, at least the emergency part. And on that, we're going to call it for the week. Thanks for game, guys. I had missed this. We took a little break so that David could go and work on a play production in LA. We're glad you're back. We're way cooler. But
Really show business.
There was a show. Business is business. But thank you guys for playing. I always have a good time torturing your imaginary friends. My name is Thomas. I'm your GM. I am here with Allison, David, and Diamond, and we are here with a community-supported show. This is GameBreakers, A Bard's Tale. If you like it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want it to get better, our Patreon's in the doobly-doo. Meanwhile, have a good game.